what do you feel is the toughest to get right? Is it getting the simple aligned comp plan? Is it setting fair, attainable quotas that drive a good performance distribution and pays out when the company makes their numbers? Or is it trying to balance and set territories so sellers are set up and understand what they're supposed to go after and why? Do you see, are all those things just as difficult, equally difficult, one easier than the other? What are your thoughts on that?
They're all difficult, but I would say getting quotas right, because the implications of getting them wrong, and exactly what you just described, Sean, is which is you end up with folks that are either performing and selling a lot but not making money because the quota was set too high, or vice versa, quotas were set too low or just not distributed the right way across the base of sellers. And so you're not hitting your numbers, but your compensation is going through the roof, right? That's the worst thing that can happen. So it's easy to say, but it's much easier said than done in terms of how you set those quotas. We've tried to put a lot of rigor into our quota setting process to make sure that we're staring at those quotas, that they're fair and balanced. I think Robert said it well earlier. We're striving for fairness. I want sellers to make as much money as possible, and if we do all these things the right way, and they should be able to make their money, and the company is successful as well in terms of hitting its targets. So that's the part that I think is, for me, the toughest out of those three areas to get right.
The most impactful if you get it wrong, obviously, where it becomes also difficult to tweak and adjust, and it creates the most anxiety among sellers, is the quota itself, because it is the first thing they see. So three-legged stool, you get one wrong, the other two will fall apart. You get quota wrong, still everything falls apart, but it is immediately visible to the seller. You get the territory wrong, it'll take them a few minutes to figure that out. You get the plan wrong, it'll take us a few minutes to see, are they doing what we want them to do? You get the quota wrong, that's sellers are smart. We know their territory. They know their accounts, so they know what the general potential is. And in a great system, what you have is not just the attainment, but you pull in the pipeline, you pull in the total addressable market. So you basically offer it up to the salesperson, as in, here's your potential. And if you see a quota that is way out of whack, then you've got an immediate problem.
I like to, in slang, like to say, my comp plan says, what could I make? My territory is what I should make, and my quota is what will I make?